Hey, Elk here from Fusion University. I'm going to be reviewing one of my favorite plays from Contender Season 2 in our quarterfinal match against Toronto Esports.
And now Axiom waiting to set it up here as they are making their approach pretty slowly now. They're going to jump into the back.
Axiom diving in, but meanwhile Nano Boost is up, Dragon Blade is up. Here's who are you? Blade already used, and now it's 2 down for Toronto, and Lorne, you get to save that Nano Boost.
Pre-fight here, we're on Volskaya defense in our quarterfinal match against Toronto Esports, and if you look at the comps, we're playing a really unorthodox support comp. So the idea behind this is that we have a lot more sustain against the Tracer Sombra when they choose to dive us. I can give armor to Alarm, I can hold shield and try to block the hack and the Tracer damage, and I can threaten to kill the Tracer or the Sombra with my bash combo. So now, this is a really cool play where I can show you how exactly we take advantage of our comp, especially with our positioning in our support line. So first and foremost, it's really important that Alarm and I are positioned behind this wall on the bridge. It's really important for a couple reasons. One, it's high ground, and high ground is always better than low ground, especially against their Moira Lucio comp, so it's harder for them to heal their divers. Two, it makes it harder for the Tracer to set up to dive our backline. And three, most importantly on Volskaya, the Monkey and D.Va don't have LOS of our backline. Notice the Monkey can't see where Alarm and I are positioned and has to either blindly jump top left or top right. And if he guesses wrong, Alarm and I stay alive 100% of the time. So you'll notice here, as they push up and look for this dive, since Alarm and I are so far back, not only can their D.Va not dive, but their Monkey has no information when he jumps. So Alarm and I only have to stay alive from the Sombra Tracer for roughly 5 to 7 seconds before our tank line can back up and support us. Positioning is really important, but there's a couple key things we have to execute to actually win this fight. So if you notice here where our backline is positioned, the Monkey did blind jump and he's not landing near our backline. So the only thing we have to worry about is the Tracer from one angle and the Sombra from the other angle. With my Brig Shield, I can function as a mini Reinhardt for Alarm and pocket him fully from one of the flankers. With my repair pack, he can 100% live against either the Tracer or the Sombra, whichever one I decide to defend. I choose to shield the Sombra because it also turns off her ability to hack Alarm. So the second part of our plan is to collapse on their dive tanks and kill them as quickly as possible. This is also called counter diving. You may have heard it a lot on the Overwatch League or Contenders broadcast. At the start of this counter dive, Bernard had a really important decision. He has two options on the D.Va when counter diving. One is to use his primary fire at close range and melt tanks, and the second one is to use his defense matrix to try to protect his supports. In this counter dive, he noticed the enemy D.Va was out of position and unable to get to our backline. So he makes the decision to focus the Winston. Because the D.Va is out of position and also cannot matrix to save her Winston, Bernard melts the Winston extremely quickly. This also leads to me and Alarm being very, very well protected with the Brig Shield still cutting off the Sombra. The EMP Blade was probably an overinvestment, but if our counter dive failed, it was definitely needed. I'm glad I could show you some of the little details that really make a difference that sometimes the broadcast can't catch. Make sure to look out for more of our plays in the future. Thanks for watching.